Did you know cochineals, or otherwise known as cochinillas, are scale insects natives all the way from South America through North America? They produce carminic acid that it is used to deter predators, but when mixed with aluminum or calcium salts, it can make carmine dye. To produce this dye, they're collected around 90 days old. The process is not easy since they must be individually picked, taking up to 70,000 insects for a pound of cochinilla dye. The word cochinilla comes from Spanish, being derived from the Latin coccinus, that means scarlet colored. This happened after the dye was brought to Europe in the 1520s, but in the Americas the Aztec and Maya were using its dye as early as the 2nd century BC. The Aztecs would also use their pigments in their manuscript called Aztec codices. Cochinilla's bodies are soft, flat, oval and have scales. The female size is around 0.20 inches, which is really small, but this is until they mate, when they increase in size to give birth to tiny nymphs. Males are even smaller, but they do have wings, so I guess they make her up for it. They do like to feed in cactus, using their mouth parts remaining still, just feeding unless bothered. Talk about priorities. Cochinilla's pigments are also used in cosmetic products, although a small number of people have had occupational asthma and allergies. Therefore, in 2009, the FDA ruled that products with cochinilla extract must be disclosed in the labels. Oh, and one more thing before I forget. Cochinilla's dye is also used as food coloring, meaning you're eating bugs. So yeah, you're welcome. The Sahara Desert is located in Africa, occupying about a third of the continent with an area of 3,600,000 square miles, with Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan and Tunisia sharing it. Stretching from the Red Sea in the east, the Mediterranean in the north, the Atlantic Ocean in the west, and to the south the Sahel, which is a semi-arid tropical savanna. Did you know the Sahara is the largest hot desert in the world, and third overall after Antarctica and the Northern Arctic, which are also deserts? Its climate is usually sunny, dry and stable, with a minimal chance of rainfall due to subtropical high pressure from the upper troposphere that, when descends, warms up and dries the lower troposphere, preventing cloud formation, making rainfall almost non-existent. The average high temperature exceeds 100 degrees Fahrenheit, with only the Death Valley in California being able to rival it. It's hot. I bet it is, but that's not all, because the sand can get even hotter, easily reaching over 176 degrees Fahrenheit. And there is a myth saying that due to lack of cloud cover and very low humidity, nights at the Sahara are a lot colder, but temperature usually falls 30 degrees, which is a lot, but when you're coming from over 100 degrees, it's still pretty hot. Did you know between 5,000 and 14,500 years ago, during the Holocene, the Sahara was covered with vegetation and lakes? Oh, right about the time when they built the Sphinx. What? Never mind. Airplanes are aircrafts with fixed wings that are propelled forward by a jet engine, propeller, or rocket engine. They are used in various ways, such as commercial, military, and for transportation of goods. Did you know that over 4 billion passengers fly annually? Also transporting more than 200 billion ton-kilometers of cargo annually. That, although it's a lot, is less than 1% of the world's cargo movement. Ideas of flying aircrafts have been around for centuries, with people like Da Vinci designing the aerial screw in the late 1480s while employed as a military engineer. But humanity will have to wait another 400 years until the Wright brothers invented the first airplane in 1903, which were inspired by the works of George Cayley from 1799 and Otto Lilienthal between 1867 and 1896, with the two of them studying heavier than air flight. The first jet airliner was introduced in 1952 by Boeing, the Boeing 707 being the first successful commercial jet which was in service until 2010. That's more than 50 years. Did you know supersonic airliner flights such as the Concorde are limited to fly over water because of the sonic boom, which is prohibited over most populated areas? Normal commercial airplanes travel at speeds between 500 and 700 miles per hour. That is pretty fast. Yes, it is, and considering the fact that between 7,000 and 9,000 commercial planes are flying at any given time, it's very impressive how they manage all that air traffic. Now, on the other hand, military aircrafts are a lot faster, traveling at speeds of around 1,200 to 2,200 miles per hour. And just as fast, this video is over. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe for more. And until the next one, bye bye!